before the Senate and told them her,
Yep.
what her belief was, and
Yeah.
what majority of professionals know and have read UIGA and know what UIGA, as we like to call it, and what the actual law is.
Yeah, Annie
regarding
Duke
that.
did a lot more than
Absolutely.
for poker and online poker than she's getting credit for now in that specific thing.
Yes,
But
like-
she is doing her poker league, and I commend her for what she did with the
Brilliant, yeah.
the
done a lot.
Congress and going there and doing all that.
Oh yeah, we watched
we've
it.
spoken about
we
it.
watched that online,
Yeah,
and
she
that
was very good.
She was
So-
very, and she's very, like you said, she's very articulate.
Yeah, she made a mistake and whatever, and to the scope of his knowledge, she answered the question.
Yeah, she answered the
moved
question.
on.
She meant to say, well, only online, and then she felt, oh, well, now I'm gonna have to explain what
Right.
and then
Yeah.
she just changed the subject. And
Yeah.
I understand that because, like you said, you don't come on. She came on the show to promote her new book, and she came on the show to promote Epic Poker League, and she gets thrown this question,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, now everyone's making a huge deal out of it,
Right.
and we're talking about it because it's news. But you know what? As far as we're concerned, we know it's
Right.
water under the bridge. Perfect,
All right,
excellent.
So what's the next topic we're going to
Well,
bring
we're going
in?
to talk more about the Epic Poker League,
Okay.
and the current winner
Mhm.
of the season 2 is a gentleman, or I should say, kid. 22, man, 22. He's 22.
Hmm?
He won. His name's Mike McDonald, and his nickname is Timex. I'm not quite sure. I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out. Does anyone know? Tweet
Mhm.
why Timex is his moniker. I don't know what that.
I have no idea.
got to do with. Does he wear Timex? I mean, he's Canadian. It's kind of interesting.
You know what's
I don't
weird
know.
though? It's really strange, and
Yeah.
and I didn't do this on purpose, but
Right.
for those of you who do
Oh, yeah.
follow my timeline,
Yeah.
I was tweeting at Ronald McDonald. I wasn't talking about Mike McDonald. I'm like McDonald's. I like with a tirade. Yo, McDonald's. I don't care if you're selling hamburgers. I push all in, and it was told, and all of a sudden Mike McDonald wins the Epic Poker League. Well, he's 22 years old,
Yes,
23.
22. He's 22.
And he's got like 2 million in the bank.
Just turned 20. His tournament winnings has been 2.2 million.
Right.
With this current win, which was 782,000, it's 3 million.
Right.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he seems like the real deal.
Yes,
he won it,
absolutely.
and congratulations to him. I just wish that he didn't say what he said a couple of years back, where he's like,
Well, he was very young.
I don't really
right?
want to play.
He was a teenager.
Yeah, that's right. You have anything else you want to say, or you know? Do you even know what he said a couple of years ago?
Go on then, tell me.
I don't remember. So what's the next topic?
Well, that's the topic. I wanted to just tweet this while you were telling us a little bit more
Yeah,
about
I don't
what he
remember.
said. Yeah.
Well, he just basically said that he didn't think that it was a good profession, and he didn't think that he would do it, and this and that, and he kind of downplayed his success and said that it's like hanging around with a bunch of old miserable people and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's kind of interesting that he said that, and then he's still out there playing. So it's just like you said, a kind of a young-minded thing to say. But hats off to him. Whatever, man. You know, he won the thing. I'm jealous as hell. I want 2 million. But
Oh yeah.
what's the next
yeah,
topic?
yeah,
We got a
yeah.
couple minutes left here.
Oh, he's great. That's great. I'm glad that he won. And you know what, Eric Seidel again finishing 4th. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Mhm.
He is just completely mad, insane. And why on earth is anyone even allowing him to still play poker? Just
He doesn't- it's kind of like when I cook.
Ban him. Do you know what I mean? He's done. Please ban him. Now, I did have a question about Epic Poker League, and I know that you probably are aware of it,
Yep.
that they do not take online poker winnings into account at all. So even if you're an online poker player previously, let's just say there were probably ones that were playing, like say for example Isildur, right? That were playing previously, that were playing online more exclusively, and now say for example, I mean he's not based in the US, but say if he was based in the US, now he probably would be excluded from this whole league. Do you think that's a good thing, or do you think there should be some exceptions for people who want to transition from live to online now, seeing as it's illegal in the US? Well, the online poker companies are illegal in the US. Let's just say that.
No, like the payment processors.
Payment processors. Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that it should be allowed to be used as earnings for the Epic Poker League?
Right.
Is that
I'm
what
asking
you're-
in conjunction with the live. I'm
For
just saying
their-
if you have like a combination of both as opposed to just one.
I don't like that whole qualification system that they have.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic that we can't do in 3 minutes. I think that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that whole card holder thing and stuff like that
Yeah.
is kind of sucky. That's the only way I can say it. I think that the poker players should be allowed to, when the league started, there should have been qualifying rounds that anybody, you know, me, you, anybody,
I see,
would get a card and earn that card, kind of like they do in NASCAR and golf and tennis and stuff like that. If you make, you know, if you win and you qualify.
Can I ask a question though? I know that the only unfortunate thing with poker, right, is that because in tournaments especially the variance can be quite high.
Right.
Would you reckon, how many tournaments do you reckon that they would need to play? Because that's what they're saying is we went back 5 years or whatever, number of years, and took the earnings from that. So took those winnings into account, as opposed to having people spend, you know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, whatever, playing tournaments to try to get
whatever.
Through.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not my point. My point is that the Epic Poker League doesn't necessarily open up as many new stars as possible.
No, absolutely, I agree with you.
There are pro-am events.
The
and
pro-am
stuff like
events
that.
are pretty good, I think.
And it sort of takes away that anyone can win type of thing. Anyone can play.
Well, I don't think this is what they're going for, though, is it? They really
I don't know
are going
anymore.
for the elite.
You know, the elite.
It's interesting
what?
because
John Joanda.
Well, I think you know
mean?
it is interesting because what you
know,
said.
watching Eric Seidel, as much as I like him, and watching Johnny Chan play poker is like watching paint dry. Johnny Chan is a great poker player, but he's so boring.
Dutch Boyd
like,
came fifth. He's a bit more interesting, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. But Johnny Chan is like he said. How long can you watch him play with that orange? I don't understand.
He loves that orange. No, but I do get what you're saying with about the Epic Poker League, and
I like it though.
There are some, like you said, there are a few little issues when it comes to who plays and who can play and who can't play.
Yep.
But I think what you're trying to say overall is that there has to be when they're promoting it on such a public scale, like say for example Annie going on the Late Show and doing interviews and doing this and that. It's specifically based on the West Coast. To me, it kind of like says, well, yeah, we want to have all these people in, right? But we kind of want to have you on the outside like this, you know, hands on the glass, like I can't get in. It's
a whole other topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Your Mouth Poker Show is live every single Sunday.
Yay,
had a lot of fun
everyone.
doing the broadcast. This one's called Made in the USA.
Good night, all.
See you next week.